In this video, I'm going to be talking about what is a cholesterol treatment, what are some of the benefits, do you really need it, and I will show you how I did my cholesterol treatment using Dark and Lovely's Ultra Cholesterol Treatment. Keep watching. Welcome to Lady Rette. My name is Rette McCauley. So, what is a cholesterol treatment? Basically, a cholesterol treatment is a mixture of different ingredients which are very high in fat, such as castor oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and I'm sure if you've ever used those oils in their raw form, especially coconut oil, you would have seen how very fatty and rich that oil is. And the Dark and Lovely Ultra Cholesterol Treatment does contain all of these oils. So a cholesterol treatment is basically a mixture of those products that you put on your hair for about 5 to 10 minutes. And what it does is it makes your hair very soft. It adds the moisture back. You can make a homemade version of a cholesterol treatment by mixing these oils together. These olive oils, coconut oil, those oils are rich in fat. But what I decided to use is this Dark and Lovely Ultra Cholesterol Treatment, which has all of those oils. And it has a really nice fragrance. So once you rinse out your hair isn't left with a very weird scent, but your hair actually smells really good afterwards. So what are some of the benefits of a cholesterol treatment? When a cholesterol treatment is done on hair that is damaged either by heat or relaxers, over processing basically, by color treatments, this actually repairs the hair, restores moisture, and it leaves your hair smoother and shinier. So it's a very restorative treatment for your hair. Now, compared to a protein treatment, the cholesterol treatment is more of a moisturizing process than a strengthening one, although it does contain some amount of keratin. But a protein treatment makes your hair strong but not moisturized. That brings us to how often should you actually do this then? How often you do a cholesterol treatment depends on your hair's condition. If your hair feels very dry or brittle, especially on the ends, if you have like some sort of damaged ends, I definitely recommend that you do this at least once a week and continue doing it once a week until your hair is restored. If your hair is already pretty healthy and doesn't have much damage, then you don't necessarily need to do this treatment. I plan on doing mine at least once a month because I do have some sort of damage going on towards the ends of my hair. Oh, and my hair is actually air dried. Yeah, I decided to air dry it because I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do an intensive treatment, don't really want to go in with heat right after that. Yes, I've put the hair dryer down and I had good results. Now, one thing I just want to make note of is that cholesterol treatment is good for the hair. But, and this is a big but, food that is high in cholesterol is still bad for you. And this cholesterol treatment is going to go on your hair and you're going to rinse it off after 5 to 10 minutes. You're not going to eat it. So, also, don't overdo it. Just like using too much moisturizer, which can weigh down your hair, doing this cholesterol treatment too often can actually make your hair too soft, and if your hair is too soft, it's gonna break. It's gonna be very weak. It's basically the opposite of doing a protein treatment, because if you do a protein treatment too often, your hair becomes very dry and brittle, whereas if you do a cholesterol treatment too often, your hair becomes too soft and it breaks. So either way, you kind of have to do it in moderation based on your own hair's condition and situation. There's a really good article all about cholesterol treatments, and I will link that in the description box if you want to read more in-depth stuff about cholesterol treatments and what it does to your hair. Moving on, I'm going to show you how I used the ultra cholesterol treatment in my wash day from start to finish. So, to the bathroom. So here I am in my wash day crop top because I don't wear basic t-shirts often enough to have an old t-shirt. First I had to take down these 1 week old braids. They actually aren't matted. I'm just really terrible at cornrows. Next, I take a spray bottle that just has water in it and I spritz my hair. Then I start detangling my hair from the ends going up with a wide tooth comb. But as you can see, I'm using my fingers more than the comb in the more tangled areas. What's important to note is that I'm not fully detangling yet. I'm just getting all of my hair in one direction. Afterwards, I go under the shower and get my hair fully wet with all of it in one direction to avoid tangles. Next, I'm using the Dark and Lovely Fat Protein Shampoo, but it can be used in between relaxers, and it smells amazing. This is the amount I used per section, and I like to apply it in imaginary sections. And then I massage it throughout my scalp with the tips of my fingers, not the nails, never the nails. A little trick I like to do is using my detangling brush to massage my scalp. I just do it little bits at a time all over my scalp, and this helps stimulate blood flow, it gets my scalp even cleaner, and it's very relaxing. After thoroughly rinsing out the shampoo, I section my hair into 4 so that I can begin the cholesterol treatment. It looks like a hair mayonnaise, very thick, and it also smells surprisingly fruity. I just scooped out a little bit at a time and applied it on my ends, which are relaxed. And I'm also detangling with my fingers at the same time. Then I went through the section with my wide tooth comb to spread the product evenly and all further detangle my hair. It is a very thick product though, not like a slippery conditioner, so you do have to be extra gentle. Then I applied it and detangled all 4 sections, and I wore a shower cap. Now the directions on the bottle say to leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes. I left it on for 7 minutes because I wanted to see its full potential. Time is up, so I rinsed it out of my hair, which felt kind of like rinsing out a relaxer. Like I said, it's a very thick product. To dry my hair, I'm using the Scarlet Hill Quick Drying Hair Wrap. It's 100% polyester. It's got a button on one end and an elastic on the other end. So with my head tilted down, I wear the towel with the button side at the back of my head, and I twist the excess towel and then latch the elastic onto the button at the back. Done and easy. No water dripping all over the bathroom floor. I'm back in the room now. The towel soaked up those large drops of water in the short while that I wore it. It's still a bit damp, so I'm going to apply my leave-in, which is Design Essentials Bamboo and Silk Leave-In Conditioner, and I'm going to come back to it as my hair air dries. I decided to put the hair wrap back on with the button in front this time because all of my hair was combed back. About 3 hours later, my hair was almost dry. I used the ORS Argan Oil Hairspray. I actually went out and came back home within those 3 hours, and I wore a headband. That's why I have that crinkle across my hair. Next up, I used Mera Amla Oil mixed with 1 capsule of HR Hair Placenta. I dot it all over my scalp, massage, and then apply it all over my hair. Lastly, this is optional, but I use Dark and Lovely Anti-Breakage Oil Moisturizer on my ends just to give them a little moisture boost. My hair is pretty much done and I can comb and style it as I desire. So this is my hair actually after the treatment, and it's actually the next day. This morning I divided my hair into 4 sections and did the LOC method on my hair again because I felt like the first time I did it, the products didn't really spread well because I kind of just did it haphazardly, so I missed a spot. This time I let my hair air dry and it didn't come out as crazy as I thought it would. I actually like it. Wow! And I think it's because my hair ended up becoming a lot softer, so when it actually dried, it had moisture in it compared to when I always use a heat protectant and then use my hair dryer. I plan on doing this once a month, but focusing more on the ends of my hair because those can get really dry and brittle. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe whilst you're there as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.